Hiya guys, I've just had my blood took. I was supposed to go and get it took 2 weeks ago, and with mum being ill, I didn't get there. Anyway, we've got a really good friend, Mandy. She's a nurse. She's just been at my mum's. She's took my blood. She's took mum's blood because she had to have a blood test, and I've run her down to hospital, and she's put them in lab for me. So there's no getting away from it. It's good having a friend that's a nurse, I'll tell you. She's a really good friend. Right, I'm going to make a Mocha cake in this. I'm going to make some wreath cakes, Christmas wreaths. But this one is the first one I'm doing. I've only got one round with a hole in like this, so I'll just make them one at a time. But this one's going to be Mocha. I don't know about your family, but my family love the mochas at this time of year. They love the hot chocolates and the mochas. I have one daughter next door that loves mocha. I have a grandson, Max, he loves mocha. So I'm making a mocha flavoured chocolate cake. And for this, you need 240 mils of whole milk. And you're going to need 15 grams of hot chocolate powder. I'm using Cadbury's, not cocoa, hot chocolate. So that's 10, 12, 15 grams of hot chocolate powder, and you want 5 grams of coffee. Now I'm using Aldi's own Al Cafe barista style, and it's delicious, but I'm using decaf because some of us in our family can't have caffeine. So you just want 5 grams of any sort of espresso coffee, and this one's really nice. So you're going to warm your milk. I'm going to warm it in the microwave. Not boiling, just nice and warm so that it melts your coffee and your hot chocolate. That's my warm milk. Now you're going to put your hot chocolate powder and your coffee into your milk. Stir that round. If it's not just melting, pop it back into the microwave again and let it, or you can do it in a pan until it's all melted and combined. So that's your mocha milk. Set that to one side. And now you're going to make your sponge cake. So now you want, oh, where's my butter? Now you want 3 ounces, which is 80 grams of butter, margarine. Perfect for cakes, which is what I use. Stork, whatever you want to use. Pop that in your mixing bowl. And then you want 10 ounces, 280 grams of sugar. You can use granulated if you don't have any caster sugar. As long as you've got 10 ounces of sugar, it's fine. Put that in your mixing bowl. That's 280 grams of sugar, and you want 240 grams of flour, I'm using plain with baking powder, but you can use self-raising if you like. 240 grams, which is just over 8 ounces. Pop that in. Now, if you're using plain flour like me, you want a tablespoon of baking powder. If you're using self-raising flour, use a teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to mix all your dry ingredients. Until they resemble breadcrumbs on a medium speed. Right, once your dry ingredients are all mixed together and they resemble breadcrumbs, now you want your eggs. 2 large eggs. And you pop these in with your milk mixture, with your hot chocolate powder, coffee and your warm milk. Give them a mix. Make sure all your eggs mixed in. And then you're going to start to pour your wet ingredients. When you've put it on a very, very slow speed, very slow, your slowest speed, start to pour your mocha into your dry ingredients. Slowly, until it's just combined. Stop and scrape around the sides to make sure all your ingredients are incorporated. It smells delicious. Just like a mocha should do. Pour the rest of your wet ingredients in. On a very slow speed, just until it's combined. Now you need to grease and line your tin. Now I'm using this silicone and it's a funny shape, so I'm just going to spray it with my release agent, which is Carlex, and I get it off Amazon. It's brilliant stuff. But this recipe will make you a cake this size, and it'll make you a 2-layer 8-inch sponge cake, and it'll make you about 16 cupcakes, and it'll make you a tray bake, a full tray bake. So it's quite, you know, it's quite a good recipe really for some lovely sized cakes. And this is going in on 150 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes, and then I'll just check and see if it's ready. If it's not, I'll leave it for a few more minutes. But this is a delicious recipe. It's really nice if you like mocha. If you like a mocha, you'll like this cake. It's a right